Why is it so difficult to maintain positive changes in our lives? Stanford-based behavioral expert B.J. Fogg believes it's because we try to take on too much at once. Instead of starting with a huge commitment, such as a 2-hour daily gym routine, Fogg suggests implementing small, manageable habits, or tiny habits, that will lead to sustainable change over time. In this text, we will explore Fogg's approach to creating lasting change through the implementation of tiny habits. Creating positive change is possible, but it requires a different approach. Many people desire to lead healthier lives, increase productivity, or find outlets for creativity but are unable to make these changes. The gap between what we want to do and what we actually do is often blamed on a lack of willpower. However, this is not the case. The key message in this text is that change can be easy if you have the right approach. Instead of blaming yourself for past failures, it's important to understand that the issue may be with your approach to change. By breaking down your aspirations into manageable chunks, you can achieve sustainable change. This approach has been researched, tested, and refined by the author's Stanford Behavior Design Lab, with over 40,000 participants. If you want to make lasting changes, begin with small steps. The idea of adopting multiple new habits such as cooking healthy meals, writing in a gratitude journal, and going for a morning run may seem daunting. But there is a solution. The key message in this text is that small changes lead to meaningful long-term change. The common belief that simply providing people with information will change their attitudes and behaviors is not accurate. Research has shown that behavior change is driven by epiphanies, environmental changes, and small adjustments to existing habits. The author suggests starting with tiny habits, which are small actions that take less than a minute to complete, such as flossing one tooth. By starting small and building on these tiny habits, it becomes easier to make the task a regular part of your routine, creating a feedback loop that leads to the formation of new habits. The author will show how to make any habit stick with this approach. 3 main factors determine whether or not you will successfully change your behavior: motivation, ability, and prompts. To change your life, it's important to understand these 3 variables. Motivation refers to your desire to do something, ability refers to your capacity to do it, and prompts are the stimuli that trigger you to take action. An example of this can be seen in the American Red Cross's success in raising $21 million in 7 days for Haiti earthquake victims. The public's motivation to help was high due to the publicized consequences of the earthquake. The ability to donate was easy by replying to an SMS, and the SMS prompt was a great way to grab people's attention and encourage them to donate immediately. When all 3 variables align, behavior change is more likely. This insight will help you make unwanted habits less likely and desired habits more likely. Motivation can lead to temporary successes, but it is not enough for long-term change. For example, 90% of people who enroll in online courses don't graduate. This is because they rely on motivation alone and neglect the importance of sustained effort. While motivation can inspire one-off feats, it is not enough for sustained change. Sustainable change requires consistent effort and behavior change. Instead of focusing on long-term aspirations, such as reducing screen time or losing weight, it's important to focus on behavior changes that can be implemented immediately. This includes small actions like scaling down cable services or saving change in a jar. These behaviors bridge the gap between the present and the desired future outcome, leading to long-term change. The easier a habit is to adopt, the more likely it will become a part of your daily routine. Instagram's success is a prime example of this concept. When it launched in 2010, the ability to take, upload, and post a photo with just 3 clicks made the platform extremely user-friendly, leading to its rapid success and eventual acquisition for $1 billion. To design effective habits, it's important to identify the factors that make the behavior difficult, such as time, money, physical capacity, mental energy, and schedule compatibility. By making habits as simple as possible, it increases the chances that they will become a consistent part of your daily routine. For example, instead of aiming for 20 push-ups a day, start with 2 wall push-ups, which are easy and still provide benefits, making them more likely to become a habit. You can design prompts to trigger your own desired behaviors. Everywhere you look, you're surrounded by prompts that trigger specific responses. Whether it's the rumble of an empty stomach telling you to eat or the green traffic light that makes you hit the gas, these prompts announce, "Do this behavior now." This process is often unconscious, you just do something without giving much thought to why. Understanding the power of prompts can help you to design your own prompts to trigger the behaviors you want to adopt in your life. Different types of prompts already exist in life, and many are badly designed. For example, snooze buttons on phones are frequently bigger than the alarm off buttons, making it easier to doze on than to get up. This is a good example of an ineffective contextual prompt, meaning a prompt in your environment. On the other hand, there are also person prompts, which are something inside you that tells you to perform a behavior, like feeling pressure in your bladder when you need to pee. But the most effective type of prompt is the action prompt. These are behaviors you already perform, which can also prompt you to initiate new behaviors. For example, the author decided to work on his fitness by using going to the bathroom as a prompt. Every time he flushed, he did 2 push-ups, which soon became a habit. He still does it today, 7 years later. Action prompts work because they build on established routines, rather than trying to create new habits from scratch. When creating action prompts, think about the location, frequency, and theme of the behavior you want to adopt. The best prompts are those that occur in repeated routines, happen at the appropriate frequency, and are linked thematically to the desired behavior. For example, using the act of brushing your teeth as a prompt for flossing is effective because the frequency and theme match up. However, using it as a prompt for cleaning the garage is not as effective as the themes do not align. Remember that designing prompts is an experiment and it may take some trial and error to find the right one for you. The common belief that willpower is the key to creating positive change is misguided. The most effective way to change your habits is to begin with small steps and not try to tackle too much at once. Our behavior is influenced by both our motivation and our ability, leading us to prioritize tasks that are easy and convenient. By simplifying and making a behavior easy to perform, the likelihood of consistently carrying it out increases. The key to designing successful habits is to focus on the small details and make them manageable. Thank you.